I'm Faith Baloyi, and I play Queen Asili of the Uchawi tribe. Shoo, the first day is obviously always kind of very nerve-wracking, because getting to your costume, and yes, you're around, the people you're going to be working across, and you're not quite sure that what you've put together is going to gel with what the director, his vision was. And so you're very kind of testing things and seeing, with a few takes until he goes, with Jamal, he goes, that's her. Then you're like, I'll stick with this. We found her. And that's literally what day one was like. So it was a little bit explorative for the first couple of takes, in as far as clinching who the character was. And yeah, that was day one. Basically, season one, it's 4 houses, and I think they all have their own signature, and they're pretty much fighting for power and dominance. Everybody feels like they're the chosen ones in some way, form, or other. Kemet falls. There are houses that were part of Kemet, and now they're these disparaging groups, kind of lost. And everyone is kind of trying to reclaim themselves. Also, there's a looming prophecy. People everything is a little bit unsteady and unsettled, and people don't know what the future holds, and they don't know where they belong.
Motho, ke se re lapeng la rena la brosh. A re balekane.
Uzomela sisheshe, imihlaba iyalingana.
Ntshwareleng. Ke gopela gore le
The story starts off explaining how things came to be, and it jumps over a big span of time. And in those years, this prophecy finally unfolds, and the end of days, or the beginning of the end, however way you want to look at it, begins.
Dibajana. Uthi dibajana. Dibajana. Are tlontloluti, re kwele. Ba ke tshwaretse kgoshi ya leakaji.
ba mo dira mpianyana. Phela ke tima ka morago ga seberekisa leqini. Mo itshwara tlhepi. O ba robala le papa gage. Ebe o re nna. Ke a telela.
So I play Queen Asili. She is a high priestess, or an intermediary of sorts. And she's from a tribe that is, they've got powers. So they're kind of stargazers, if anything. They're more druid-like. They kind of, they're always looking up at what's going on up there, and they understand things, and it's knowledge that's been passed down for generations. And they're also in tune with nature, because she's a rainmaker. She knows how to make it rain. And that's how she's very useful to the kingdom of Akachi and to King Lecha. I'm not quite sure if she's there willingly. She might just be there as a hostage, because King Lecha needs her to, keep his kingdom going. I can't imagine why she'd leave her own family. She's very big on family. And she's serving there as his advisor or magician.
Lecha. Mokopa. A o lahle mekgwa ya yona. Ebe you dira nkurobala. Le wena wa di ithobalela. Bjale katse ya gago tshwanetse e shike le wena mo gongwe le mo gongwe o yang gona.
Zach Matt.
I don't think Queen Asili is liked very much by anybody anyway. I don't think she's liked by people in the Uchawi kingdom. I don't think she's liked by people in the Akachi kingdom, because she's quite a formidable presence and body, and I think she's quite she will do whatever she needs to do to make sure that what she believes should happen happens, and at whoever's expense. And I don't think personalities like that generally in life are very felt people. So that's my take on Queen Asili. No, she's not out for a popularity contest with anyone. I don't think she really cares, actually, as well. Yeah, I definitely learned that snakes and burning people and delving in those areas, not my favorite thing. So this was one of the very challenging things about playing this character is the places I had to go. You know, difficult stuff, you know, very difficult. That we have to hit people, females on top of that, so it looks believable. I remember there's a time Jamal was like, no, you need to hit this handmaiden, and it was like, again. And then he turned around and said, can you hit her and pretend she's a guy? So that was quite funny. Yeah, so I'm hitting people. I'm quite a bully. She's a real bully. And I think it was exhausting playing a character who takes up so much space in such a negative way. I found that exhausting. So I always use whatever time I rapped, I had to get into the bath, suspend myself in water, or shower or something just to get rid of all that ugliness, you know? What makes this character different to what I've done before is that it's the first time I'm playing a villain. And it was quite interesting and fun to try bring life to that archetype and see what kind of choices I'd make. Would I be friends in real life with someone like Queen Asili? I don't think so. I think she's very manipulative and she's full of rancor, and she's not a very soft human being. Even though she's multi-layered and there's obviously more to her than sees the eye, I think just to deal with someone like that, where, you know, on the surface you're always dealing with antagonism, would be quite difficult psychologically. So I don't think in real life I would be hanging with Queen Asili. I'm good.
Amogela seo re kgopetseng sona, Modimo wa rena heka. Re tshwarele mo re paleletseng gona. Re tswela pele ka go lokisha go boeng ba gago mo lefaseng.
My favorite character on the show, Nkamanzu, Uncle, Licha's uncle. I loved his character because I loved the way that Silo decided to interpret the character. He had this very poetic, lyrical way of delivering his lines and talking, and it's like he'd put you into this very orator speech, charismatic, and it's just the lyricism in that. So that was my favorite character, just because of the way his choices of how he should deliver his speeches. I loved it. I was like this every time, like listening, you know, without turning my head. I loved his speeches.
Tlhaloganyo ya motlotlegi wa rone o ya kokoma ke kgakatsego.
Spoiler-worthy moment of the show is there's an interesting twist to her demeanor somewhere along the storyline, but you're not going to find out. You have to watch all of the episodes right to the end to figure out what I'm talking about.